How y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, click around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting the whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. What's happening? What's happening and welcome. How's everybody doing? What's going on with you? We got another one. We out here shooting people. We out here shooting people at the educational system, at the educational department, out here in these streets, man. Come on then, sit yourselves right on down. Sit yourselves right on down. What it do, man. I'm right here. I am right here. I know. I pressed the button just a little bit late. I pressed the button a little late, but a player here. You know what I'm saying? Saw a few things. It's not really a lot of news today. It's not really. But we got one that's kind of lengthy. We got this one right here that's kind of lengthy. Carmelo Anthony mama finna go ahead on and say a few words out here in these doggone streets. They had a press conference. So we gonna let it play. We're not gonna add nothing. We're not gonna take nothing away out here. Nope. Shout out to Dara for the $10 cash app. Now this is from yesterday. He told me to check my email. He told me to check my email, and you had done sent me Blue Origin videos, the spaceships that the ladies had done went on. What is the dude name? Jeff Bezos' company or business. Them. The Blue Origins. They have been doing missions. For a good little minute, and they have not been wearing the oxygen tanks and all that fly stuff right there. And that just further gave me further proof in my belief that these people ain't going nowhere. These people ain't leaving Earth. Just in my opinion, these people ain't leaving Earth. All our life, these people had to have oxygen tanks and all type shit, huh? They going up somewhere to where they ain't got no control panels. They just going, floating around for a good little minute, coming on back to the crib, though. And we got people believing it. Shout out to Jermaine for the $1 cash app. Say showing support. I appreciate that right there for real though. Bam. You say she is his stepmother. She is 27 and fun is in her name. Oh, she is 27 and the fun is in her name. This is why they doing a press conference, because a lot of false information, a lot of fake news has been out here. A lot of fake news has been out here, and these people done came to clear it up, and I appreciate them coming to clear things up. I'm glad that they cleared it up because it shows a real prosperous darker hue family. That's really what it shows in my mind. They say these rich people ain't fooling nobody. For real. These people ain't going nowhere. They just going up and down. I am in Florida, stand your ground state. Bitch, go home, say, please don't run up. We in Fifth Hour Life state. to where we got amusement parks and shit. Like we got carnival rides and stuff like that right there. We go up, we go down, all that stuff. And so, we kind of used to that right there. You say it's been a minute. Where they say where the ice had at though. I keep forgetting. Let me go ahead on and go on to my Amazon right now to put it inside of the inside of my shopping cart right now. ICE hat. Got to be more careful. I don't like that hat. I might have to go through. Let me go through the same people that I've been buying this hat from, like a real. I need like a real hat out here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all of our Hispanic brothers and sisters, our illegal aliens who ain't been out here talking slick. You know what I'm saying? You got to pick your battles. They have not been out here making noise and all that fly stuff. They've been being quiet. Oh, we got a border patrol. We got one for the border patrol. Let me put that inside my shopping cart. Hold up. Got that one. You say Willie got on that We Got Action hat. Oh, yeah. People out here dying. Yeah, we finna get into it. We sure enough finna go ahead on and get into it. What else I was finna say? Because I was finna say something. We're streaming live on Twitch, twitch.tv.com, The Willie Williams Show. I think we still at 200 and we had 250 followers. We're trying to get up 255 followers by the week's end. We also streaming on Twitter, twitter.com, The Willie Williams Show. Thank y'all for being on around there. Thank y'all for all the people who is around there on Twitter right now, because I guess in the topic, we finna go ahead on and jump into the topic. That's what we gotta go ahead on and do. We also streaming live on Rumble, rumble.com, The Willie Williams Show. I'm not finna rush things. I'm not finna rush nothing. Because we ain't got that much anyway. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got that much anyway. Where do I want to start this thing at? How many people up in the building? How many thumbs up? We looking pretty good. Before we jump on into that, I got to give y'all this update. It's a sad story. It's sadder than the stories that we finna talk about. Yeah, no. Sad story. The community is hurt right now. The community is out here hurt. We talking about Lorie Paige. Lorie Paige, in case y'all don't remember, we did the missing children. We did the missing child report. We did, I think she was a 12-year-old. Who was missing. They say that the community is trying to continues to process, because we found body. We found the body. We found some body parts or something like that right there. And it has been identified as Lorie Paige. I'm Mayor Sargent in Northwest Tallahassee. This is near where Lorie Paige was last seen on June 3rd, 2023. The same day her father reported her missing. Friday, TPD announced that Paige's remains had been found and her father had been arrested in relation to her death. Neighbors share the impact this news is having on this community on the day Paige would have been turning 14 years old. A community that wants to be proactive as they remember 12-year-old Lorie Paige.
We really all adopted Lorie, and certainly we want to make sure that we continue to heal. And how do we do that? Continue to come together.
The news shocking the community of many who have been involved in search efforts for Paige.
I had to leave work early because, in a lot of our hearts we were hoping.
Just shocked, to tell you the truth, that some of us are lost for words.
The Tallahassee Police Department announced Friday Paige's remains had been found.
After a comprehensive and exhaustive 22-month investigation into the disappearance of 12-year-old Lorie Paige, the Tallahassee Police Department has arrested her father, 36-year-old Andrew Willie, on the charges of second-degree murder.
Now Pastor Rudy Ferguson wants to start an initiative to both remember Lorie and ensure protections for the community's children.
Get back to that sense of your child is my child. You live in my community, you live next door to me, so we are a community, we are neighbors, and we need to...
We can't do that there no more, because, when you try to chastise somebody's child, 9 times out of 10, they're going to shoot at you, and and 9.5 times out of 10, they mama gonna snap on you. That ain't your baby.
As a neighborhood.
Organisations that work to protect children say those pillars of support are key in ensuring child safety.
Just brings home that every family needs support, that this is all of our responsibility, not just law enforcement, not just the school, not just social welfare agencies.
It's not everybody's responsibility. Her body, her baby, let's just keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. It's not everybody's responsibility.
But each of us can do something to protect a child.
Honouring Lorie's life by safeguarding the next generation of children.
You say, did the daddy touch her before offing her? I think so.
We're going to make sure that her name stays relevant and that other young children at every school in this city, will be paying attention to their surroundings.
In a phone call with me Monday, State Attorney Jack Campbell says they are analysing facts and will be bringing formal charges in the coming days. I am set to sit down with the State Attorney Tuesday to ask him questions about the processing of this case. In Northwest Tallahassee, Mayor Sargent, ABC.
Yep, sad news, man. Got to be more careful. Listen to all you young folks, man. I guess I got to talk to y'all like I talk to the adults. Y'all got to find a way to stay alive. Y'all got to find a way to stay alive out here in these doggone street. Decisions like we put on the adults. Decisions. Let's go on down here to Florida. My state. Stand your ground state. Bitch, go home state. Please don't run up. Bitch, they shooting. They shooting. Let's go on out here to the college. We've had gunshots, gunfire, school shootings at Florida State University out here. Florida State, in Tallahassee. Florida State, the Seminoles, the football team. Yeah, them. They out there. Somebody out here acting their ass. But we found out who the shooter is. Oh, we found out who the shooter is quick. Look.
And off the top tonight at 5 o'clock, we continue following the mass shooting at Florida State University.
A gunman opening fire on the Tallahassee campus, killing 2 people and injuring 6 others. Gunshots were heard outside of the campus, sending students and staff running for cover. The shooter has been identified and is currently hospitalized.
And authorities giving an update on this breaking situation just moments ago. Janice following this and starting off our team coverage. Janice.
Calvin, Nicole, bombshell information released at that news conference. The shooter is the son of a Leon County deputy. Sadly, that shooter killing 2 people who were not FSU students.
The son of a deputy, so he got access to guns.
The shooter has been identified as 20-year-old Phoenix Eichner.
Look at little Phoenix. He look just like his daddy. Look at little Phoenix looking just like his daddy.
According to ABC News, multiple law enforcement sources have confirmed that this is a photo of him from social media.
This event is tragic in more ways than you people in the audience could ever fathom from a law enforcement perspective. But I will tell you this, we will make sure that we do everything we can to prosecute and make sure that we send a message to folks that this will never be tolerated here in Leon County.
We got to start with that. What ain't tolerated? We just had the shooting in Dallas. They said the same thing about toleration. Now it's in Florida. We can't say this shit in Florida because we be having school shootings. Come on now, dog.
And I dare say across the state.
So let's bring you up to speed. At around noon today, FSU sent out an alert that there was an active shooter on campus. The university urging students and faculty to shelter in place and await further instructions while police and multiple law enforcement agencies swarmed that campus. This, one of the many images coming from FSU. Here you can see students walking out with their arms held up as they were escorted by police. Police say the shooter started shooting near the student union, which is at the heart of the campus, and it is usually bustling with students and faculty, especially during the lunch hour when the shooting occurred.
He decided to shoot around lunchtime. He's out there hungry. He playing.
Now in this video, you can see a law enforcement agent running towards an ambulance with shackles in hand. We know the suspect, Eichner, was injured in the shooting. Again, we've learned that his mother has been a member of the Leon County Sheriff's Office for over 18 years.
The mother is the law enforcement. She one of us.
Police say he had access to one of her weapons. That weapon was found at the scene. Eichner, we've also learned, was a longstanding member of the Leon County Youth Advisory Council. And again, we have learned as well that not only his mother was a member of the Leon County Sheriff's Office, but that it was a weapon of hers that he used in this shooting. We've also
You just said he had access to the weapon, so obviously it's a weapon of hers that he had done use. You say we got to blame Trump. We got to blame Trump. It happened under his watch. That's a fact. That, damn it, we keep it fair around here. The one in Dallas was up under Trump. Yep. We can't blame this on Biden. Nope, it's under Trump.
Learned that there was a shotgun found at the scene and another weapon found inside the suspect's car. So sadly, we have learned that in this shooting, 2 people have died. They were not FSU students. We don't have their identities just yet. We also understand 6 others remain in the hospital. We still don't have an update on all of their conditions. The shooter also receiving injuries, and we understand that his injuries are non-life threatening. Nicole.
We call it, listen, we apprehended him faster than they did the Doggy player. The Doggy player had to go on and say, I'm finna hold myself accountable. I'm finna go on and turn myself in. You know what I'm saying? Let me holler at auntie and auntie, holler at the community activists. Notice something. With all of the shooters and shit, when they be lighter hue shooters, they don't reach out to the activists. You ever notice it? Is there white activists? Oh, well, I can't say the F word when it comes down to this subject. I can't say the F word on YT. I can't say it around here. And the F word that I'm talking about is the FAK word. With the last letter, y'all should know what it is. I can't say that word when we're talking about this type of subject. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be sued like a player Alex Jones out here in these streets for saying that 4-letter word. We don't want to do that right there. You know what I'm saying? It's real. Everything about it is real, y'all. It's all real. Believe it. Believe what your eyes seen and what your eyes didn't see. Everything it happened. Yeah. Let's go and put this on up here so we can see what the good mama look like. Phoenix. They named him Phoenix. This what's up. That might be his little tender pick right there. That look like a little tender pick. You know what I'm saying? Like he trying to get them goods. He trying to get them goods in college. That's what's up. He's 20. I wonder if he had Lil Lala. Hold on. The man was allegedly shot. Who allegedly shot 2 people and injured 5 more people. Yada yada yada. Leon County. Used one of his mother former service weapons. So she's not a police. Use her former service pistols. That's what's up. We coming on down here. That's his mama right there. That's Phoenix's mama right there. Jessica. And he's named after his mama. I wonder if she was married to his daddy. Because a lot of times, when y'all ladies not married and y'all be good single mamas out here in these doggone streets, y'all name y'all child after y'all. You know, so we don't know, because if she was married and she took on the husband name, then he should be like a junior or something like that right there. But I don't see junior. Damn it, she might was a single mama. Damn, but she law enforcement. She's held to a higher stature out here in these doggone streets. Damn it, did they cut me off? I know, good as hell well. These people ain't done cut me off around here in these streets. Hold on. I'm still live on YouTube. I'm still on Twitter though. Oh, all right. Bam. It's just me. This thing looked like it was refreshing. That's her right there. He done made mama look bad. Listen. Should you disown your kids if they make you look bad? You don't work hard to establish yourself and all that like shit. You good peoples in the community, but your little offspring done, just to mess your little name up out here in the street. Do you cut them off or do you cut off? I don't. Gotta get the hell on from around me then. Made me look bad out here. People putting up my work picture. It's putting up my work picture. Now people in the community gonna hate me because of what you did. You know what I'm saying? Damn. That's why we got to keep insurance. Y'all keep your life insurance, especially on your churn, because you never know what's going to happen with them churn. You never know if they're going to make you look bad and they may go on a shooting spree and get shot by law enforcement. For real, though. Hold on. Wait. Put it back right there. Say, Willie sending you plenty of love from Chicago, a.k.a. Chi-Town. The 313 say, keep schooling these babies out here in these streets. I appreciate that right there. Shout out to JJ for the $6 cash app. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all, we just had a shooting yesterday. So now we done went from the high school to the secondary education. What's going on with these good peoples? Hold on, because I had students out here talking to something like that. No. It was a, it was some faculty. Wait, hold on. At least one person there, yada. I'm trying to find, because I had something where the students were speaking out. All right. I got one where the students were speaking out. We're not going to play it all the way through.
It's 2 o'clock.
Hold on. Let me
And so if you're just now joining us here on Fox Local, we want to kind of reset things for you here and let you know a little bit about what is going on and what we have confirmed at this point. Right. We'll down some new images, but I want to go back to this live camera from WCTV. It appears they're speaking to another student on the scene. Let's listen in and see if we're able to learn anything from them.
Outside and hearing 5 more shots go off, and I was like, what's going on? So saw kids running away from the student union, and then I walked away from the window, then I walked back to the window and heard 6-7 more shots ring out, and at that point we were like, okay, there's a shooting going on. So we ran from our classroom, went to the offices, locked the doors, barricaded ourselves in there, and then we waited and was looking out the window again and saw the SWAT teams pull up, the police cars, the FBI come, and at that point we were like, okay, we got to bunker ourselves in. And we were praying. We were like, okay, something's got to change here. And the SWAT team came into the room. They're like, stay where you are, don't move. And we were in there for about 30 minutes. And at that point, we were escorted out. About 100 SWATs were inside the building, and our hands were up. And so then we were escorted outside past the union and then into a safe space.
What was going through your mind when all this was unfolding?
Yeah, I was completely in shock. I didn't think this could happen at Florida State. I mean, we're a pretty safe campus, but yeah, this was just like unheard of to me. I never been in a school shooting before, active shooter. This is like first time for me, and I was honestly in shock. My hands were shaking. Just adrenaline kicked in, and I really didn't know what to do. I started tearing up. Just like
you start to cry. Listen, I ain't trying to. Damn it, I'm not supposed to take jabs at men who get emotional and may have tears in certain situations. What the hell you crying for, though? I can't. Boy, you grown. I don't. Listen, you in college with the bowl. What you crying for? Anybody around your head that got shot? He said that they heard the shooting. Then SWAT was having them with their hands up and shit. Do you know the amount of time from the time somebody's shooting, from the time you hear gunfire, and now we recognize that it is a school shooting, to the time SWAT get there and get amongst y'all, that had to be like 30 minutes. 22 minutes. And at the time, SWAT is, which you shaking and shit, you got tears in your eyes. For what? Am I beating on them bad, y'all? I'm not even trying to beat on them bad. I just want to know, why in the hell would you be tearing up? It's guns.
Union, and then into a safe space.
What was going through your mind when all this was?
And then he said, then SWAT got us into a safe space. And then he got teary-eyed. What?
Unfolding.
Yeah, I was completely in shock. I didn't think this could happen at Florida State. I mean, we're a pretty safe campus, but yeah, this is just like unheard of to me. I never been in a school shooting before, active shooter. This is like first time for me, and I was honestly in shock. My hands were shaking. Just adrenaline kicked in, and I really didn't know what to do. I started tearing up. Just like I was scared, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I can understand like the fear and the scaredness. I get that. I don't understand like the teary-eyed stuff. What? I don't know. I don't. I was raised different.
And so
he said he wanted one of the females to hold him. I can believe that. Mama.
you just heard the shots. You didn't see anything.
Yeah, I didn't see the shooter, but I saw like kids running away. I heard some screaming. Yeah, and the shots, like 3 rounds of like 5 shots, and then 7 shots. So it must have been some back and forth going on. Yeah.
5 shots, 5 shots. Didn't he say 7 shots? 5, 5, and 7?
Yeah, and so you just heard the shots. You didn't see anything.
Yeah, I didn't see the shooter, but I saw like kids running away. I heard some screaming. Yeah, and the shots, like 3 rounds of like 5 shots, and then 7 shots. So it must have been some back and forth going on.
It must have been some back and forth. I heard 5, 5, and 7. 5, 5, and 7. It must have been some back and forth. How would it have been back and forth with a school shoot? School shootings happen really, really fast, right? School shootings, like, if you heard them quick, like that 5, 5, and then 7, who was shooting back at them that fast? Unless it was like security there or something like that.
Yeah.
He say he ain't. He say he look 35. You say he like 35 out there.
Yeah. And how are you doing now?
Good. I've recovered a lot. A lot of people have been texting me. People from out of state, University of Michigan friends have been texting me. People from South Florida have been texting me. People from high school have been texting me. Doing a lot better. It's been a great community that has surrounded me since then. I definitely didn't think I'd be traumatized as much as I have. Definitely not being on the scene, but being kind of away from it.
I guess because I'm like shell shocked. Like I'm just so used to stuff. You know what I'm saying? I tend to forget that other people, they may be traumatized. And him and a whole bunch of other people who have never experienced certain things, then Willie have to understand that they will be traumatized. They grew up in different communities and stuff, and you know, they don't know the sound of gunfire to where you can recognize what type of gun it is. Like a lot of people have not had that experience, and I just have to learn that other people is different.
But yeah, it's been scary. So I'm doing.
I don't understand the teary eyes.
I better now.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
He was in a safe place, and was teary eyed.
That's good. Is there anything that you wish would have happened differently?
Yeah, no, I think the police responded very quickly. I think they did a great job. Yeah, I don't really know what could have happened. Maybe there's more police presence at certain areas for there not to be a shooter. I mean, I think that's just like the most obvious thing, but yeah.
All right, anything else you want to add? Anything maybe?
No.
He might run for office.
That's great.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Thank you. What was your name?
Yeah, I'm Cody.
Cody?
Yes.
Cooper.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man. I ain't mean to take shots like that, but I just say what be on my mind sometimes. You say that's the American Psycho.
So that witness there, or at least was in the area at the time, described hearing.
He was just emotional.
Some of the gunshots and seeing people running. He described hearing 3 rounds of gunfire. 1 5 shots, the second one 5 shots, the third one 7 shots. I want to bring in, if I can, Jamie Copenhaver again, who is our former sheriff's detective and investigative of shots. 1 being 5, the second one being 5, the second one, or the third one rather, being 7. Is there?
I wonder what she teary-eyed.
Actually, before I ask you that, let's go ahead and listen in here as they talk to another witness.
I can just imagine that because this is a holiday weekend. Y'all do understand. Tomorrow is Good Friday, and then Easter on Sunday, 420 on Sunday. This weekend at a college, man. Oh, they're supposed to be partying tonight, tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
First time you say and spell your name for me, please.
My name is Celeste Halavin, CELESTEHALAVIN.
And you're a student?
Yes.
And what year are you?
I'm a junior.
You say that the shooting was caught on camera?
Yeah.
And so, I guess talk about what happened here?
So I was actually on the phone in like the stairwell. I was in the library between like the 4th and 5th floor, and like people started flooding up the stairs, but like nobody told me what happened. So then I started walking back up to the 5th floor. By the time I got there, there was like these girls, and like it was just chaos. Everyone was like, there's like a shooter and stuff. And
I was in the stairway between the 3rd and the 4th floor, or the 3rd and the 5th floor, or the 4th and the 5th floor, and people just flooding up the stairs. Ain't nobody tell me nothing. You didn't ask? Like, if people running, you ain't at, well, what y'all running for? Like, nothing? Shout out to C-No for the 499 super chat. He say his dad's statue didn't get him no monkey, so he left off. So he let off. Oh, his dad's statue didn't get him no monkey, so he let off. He out here shooting for nothing. His dad going to jail. Hold on.
So like these guys started like pressing the elevator button to have the elevators come up and like put tables in the walkway to like block anyone from getting on the elevator.
Hold on, back it up.
And then
I'm sorry.
ESTEHALAVIN.
And you're a student?
Yes.
And what year are you?
I'm a junior.
Yeah. And so, let's talk about what happened here.
So I was actually on the phone in like the stairwell. I was in the library between like the 4th and 5th floor, and like people started flooding up the stairs, but like nobody told me what happened. So then I started walking back up to the 5th floor. By the time I got there, there was like these girls, and like it was just chaos. Everyone was like, there's like a shooter and stuff. And so like these guys started like pressing the elevator button to have the elevators come up and like put tables in the walkway to like block anyone from getting on the elevator. And then like some other guys like closed the doors to the 5th floor and then put tables and stuff there. But we were all like kind of panicked. I was like freaking out and shaking a lot, but for some reason I just had a peace. And part of that is like because I'm a Christian, and
for some reason, she was panicking, but she was at peace. Why? She covered by the blood.
I think Jesus gave me peace in the midst of a chaotic situation. You know, people use free will for whatever they want to do. And so, like, it's very heartbreaking, but I hope that, you know, like, God is brought through this and that people would maybe seek him out through it. But yeah, I was with actually.
Did she try to proselytize to us good people? Did she just proselytize us? I was at peace. I had Jesus with me.
A few of my friends, Nick and Allison, I was studying for an exam. But yeah,
how was you studying for an exam when you was in the stairs between the 4th and the 5th floor?
It was chaos. We were standing up there, and then we actually were by the windows. So like at the windows, we saw cops running, students running. It was just like complete chaos. Everyone was like running all over the place. And then you saw like a girl.
How was it cops running and students running when y'all got up to the 5th floor? They bought up the elevator and put the tables in so can't nobody use the elevators, and they close off the doors. But now it's police and children running. Where?
Gurney, and then like the gurney came back and the guy had his arm cut off, and I think like he was bleeding and like he had like bandages and stuff, and so like that was really hard to see. Yeah.
What, Paul? Where was you with the arm getting cut off now?
Me peace in the midst of a chaotic situation. You know, people use free will for whatever they want to do, and so like it's very heartbreaking, but I hope that, you know, like, God is.
She is taking shots at the non-believers. She say people want to use or will use free will to do whatever they want to do. But why would you say it? Why would you say it like that? I don't. You don't have to say. We do that every day. We use free will to do what we want to do. Like you was between the 4th and the 5th floor. That was free will. You was where you wanted to be at that time.
Brought through this, and that people would maybe seek him out through it. But
so now you want people to seek out Jesus and God in them because they was afraid about a school shooting.
Yeah, I was with actually a few of my friends. Nick.
Meaning there's possibility that they was about to die. So now it's time to run to God and Jesus because you was about to die. I hope God and Jesus ain't taking no more applications. Listen. Look. Jesus. Listen, let me talk to your daddy. Let me talk to you real quick, and you go tell daddy. Destroy all applications. Listen. If people trying to come up there and be a part of y'all little clique and all that fly stuff because they almost had done died, stop accepting the applications because it's not in good faith. Listen, if you was about to die today and now you want to run to the Lord, it's not in good faith. Nope. We ain't got no more room. Nope.
Nick and Allison.
It's only 144. Go ahead.
I was studying for an exam. But yeah,
She just lied. How was you studying for an exam? You was between the 4th and the 5th floor like in the stairway. Or do y'all study in the stairway? Can y'all college folk just let me know about that right now?
Chaos, we were standing up there, and then we actually were by the windows. So like at the windows, we saw cops running, students running. It was just like complete chaos. Everyone was like running all over the place. And then we saw like a gurney, and then like the gurney came back.
Oh, question, baby. Did you record anything?
And the guy had his arm cut off, and I think like he was bleeding, and like he had like bandages and stuff. And so like that was really hard to see. Yeah.
Say, after listening to her, I don't believe this happened anymore.
I can only imagine what was going through your head when you were kind of realizing that there was a shooting on your campus.
I mean, when I saw everyone flooding up the stairs, I kind of thought that like the shooter was like in the library.
Stop. When I saw people running up the stairs, then she tell us that nobody told her what was going on. Now she just told us when she saw the people running up the stairs, she thought that the shooter was like having lunch, like in the cafeteria or something. I let her say it.
I can only imagine what was going through your head when you were kind of realizing that there was a shooting on your campus.
I mean, when I saw everyone flooding up the stairs, I kind of thought that
flooding is what she said first.
That like the shooter was like in the library.
You didn't know that there was a shooter. Remember, she didn't even know. She didn't know till she went up there with the people who was running up the stairs to get upstairs on the 5th floor. She didn't know till then.
I mean, like nobody told me where it was. They said like Landis or like whatever, and I was just.
Hold on, I stopped it. Back it up, right now.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what was going through your head when you were kind of realizing that there was a shooting on your campus.
I mean, when I saw everyone flooding up the stairs, I kind of thought that like the shooter was like in the library. I mean, like nobody told me where it was. They said like Landis or like whatever, and I was just in utter disbelief. I was like, you never think that it's gonna be like you and your campus, but you really never know. So it was just, it felt surreal, but yeah.
Yeah, how are you doing now?
You said that's the shooter's girlfriend.
I'm doing okay. I mean, there's other people who are doing probably a lot worse than me, so I'm just like mourning for those people because I feel really bad. But other than that, like, just waiting to like get my stuff back. My car is in one of the garages that they like locked down. So yeah, I don't have any of my stuff, so I'm just waiting for that.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add? Anything we missed?
In the midst, okay, I'll look at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Say, okay, I will look at you.
In the midst of chaos, like the Creator, God, gives peace under all circumstances, and He seeks to have a relationship with everyone. And so
that baby say, through the midst of chaos, God is looking for recruits. And God trying to look. God got God done put out hiring signs on Indeed. But girl, what you talking about?
Creator, God, gives peace under all circumstances, and He seeks to have a relationship with everyone.
So He looking to be in relationship with all you people. So God is a cheater? God trying to be in relationship with everybody. Does it say that in the Bible? Well, let me ask my AI little la because I don't remember. Maybe it do. Is God looking to have a relationship with everybody? Oh, it say yes. Yes. It is commonly believed in many religious traditions that God desires a relationship with all people. This belief emphasizes God's love for all and the possibility of a personal connection with the divine. Let me just ask, which verse? Which verse would that be in? Okay, so that's 1 Timothy. That's wait. The scriptures suggest that God desires a relationship with everyone. A key verse emphasizes this in John 3:16, which states, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have eternal life." This verse highlights God's love for all of humanity and desires for everyone to have a relationship with him through faith in Jesus. Do y'all understand that it doesn't? For what they just said. So John 3:16 say, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only son." That's a verse in the Bible. We get it. But then they add on they translation, "So that whoever believes in him should not perish but have eternal life." We got that part, right? This verse highlights God's love for all humanity and his desire for everyone to have a relationship with him. How is that possible when God know who going to hell and when God know who ain't gonna make it? I don't think that we be thinking it through, but okay. All right. God putting in God got it. Open his own indeed.
Okay, I'll look at you.
Yeah.
Okay. In the midst of chaos, like the Creator, God gives peace under all circumstances, and he seeks to have a relationship with everyone. And so, like, look to him.
God seeks to have a relationship with everyone, but everybody ain't gonna go. God created people that ain't gonna go. So how does he seek to have a relationship with all, knowing that he's not gonna have a relationship with all? I ain't even finna go that deep with you.
For the source of questions and answers. So, yeah, that's right.
You said that baby on TikTok?
All right, sounds good. Thank
Said that baby probably hot. She probably hot.
so much.
Girl, you done came out here and done ruined it for everybody. Move right along. I ain't gonna even hold you. God damn it, they was shooting at the school. We ain't got to go through all that. They was out there shooting at the school and shit. 6 injured or something like that right there. We got 2 dead. We got 2 people dead out here. And if y'all care about the people, send like your prayers and all that fly stuff right there. Watch 236009 at all times. And say amen. Say would not perish but have everlasting life. There you go, Willie. Learn the Bible. That's what's up. That's what's up. I just be thinking. After you read verses, after you read the book, the sad part is we just don't think it through. Yeah, what it is. Y'all just not coming on in. We also streaming live on Twitch, twitch.tv.com, The Willie Williams Show, Twitter.com, The Willie Williams Show, rumble.com, The Willie Williams Show. Say stay in your lane, Willie. What is my lane? Huh? What is my lane? To not talk about the Bible? Because I can tell you like this right here, I can guarantee you I know more about it than 95% of people who is believers. But I ain't finna get in my feelings. I'm finna keep it moving. Sure enough here. All right, y'all. We've been talking about, let's go on into Carmelo Anthony. I was gonna play like the whole thing, but I'm just gonna play like the 4-minute thing. I'm not gonna play the 27-minute thing, which I should play the 27-minute thing because the lawyer is also talking. All right. I'm gonna play some of the lawyer, and then I'm gonna cut the lawyer off at a certain point, when I feel like he's just dragging on, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll jump on into the mother. But I like a lot of things that they had done said out here in these streets. Let me go and put it up on the screen. In case y'all don't know, Carmelo Anthony is the young player who had done stabbed our Lighter Hue brother out here at the football game or at the track meet or something inside the bleachers when he just asked him to move. But then we had to read the police report. They said that our Lighter Hue brother Austin had done grabbed his bag, and then another thing in the report said that he had done put his hands on Carmelo, and Carmelo said that he was in self-defense. That's why he had done jugged him. He bought a knife to the game and all that, to the track meet or something like that right there. Put his hands in the bag. Put his hands in the bag, say, punch me then. Punch me, go ahead. Go ahead, hit me, punch me. And we guessing that they said that he put hands on him and then he jugged him. Well, he probably didn't jug him, say stabbed him in the chest. He hit an overhand into the chest, and it was self-defense, like he had done said. Now the family's being threatened. It's online. They acting ugly. They acting a fool out here in these doggone street. They calling they saying racial slurs. They saying the N word, the R word. I don't even know what the R word is, but they saying like the N word and stuff like that right there. He got a mama and a daddy. Somebody had done said earlier that this his stepmama because she like 27. And probably why she looks so healthy. That baby do look healthy out here in these doggone street. And y'all showed that this ain't. Whoever told me that this was his stepmama is y'all show that this is his stepmama now. Come on now. Don't have me out here with this BS. Don't have me out here with this fake news. Is this his mama or is it ain't his mama? I mean his biological mama. Shout out to G for the $2 super chat. He say, I bet Carmelo can't hoop like Carmelo respectively. That's what's up. He said, religion is a prison for the mind. Bam. We finna go ahead and jump on into it because it's rather lengthy. Let's see what we got.
The information that was shared with us about Austin Metcalf, because we respect the dignity of life and loss. And as a minister, I would not attack a grieving family, even if I disagree with them. When I have stood before this podium for people who have died at the hands of law enforcement, I have asked for that same manner of respect.
Shout out to Isaac for the am I saying that right? Isaac for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that right there. Here we go.
And even when the shoe is on the other foot, I will not do that. And all I'm going to say, so it don't be asked later, is that was disrespectful and just shows you all the character who is not invited. He knows that it's inappropriate to be near this family, but he did it. And so I say to people, actions speak louder than words. Okay?
All right.
What he has failed into is the political operatives that want to make this thing a political thing of hate, yet bigotry, and yet racism. We have conservative operatives that have been posting non-stop about this case. It is outright disrespectful. We haven't been doing it. The Next Generation Action Network has been here, popular and unpopular. So regardless of what's going on, that was disrespectful. Disrespectful. And I will leave it to y'all to define it. But of course we want to. Y'all, I'm Minister Dominique Alexander. I serve as the president of the Next Generation Action Network. Today I come before you with a heavy heart, but determined in spirit, not just as an advocate, but as a black man, as a father, as a protector, in community, and children. There are 4 critical points I must address today, And I want to make sure that the public and the media and everyone who believes in truth and justice. First, the misinformation about the fund.
Come on with it then.
From the very beginning,
Here we go.
there was an intentional disinformation surrounding the fund created in the support of the Anthony family. The Carmelo Anthony Fund, hosted by Give, Send, Go. Let's be clear. The family has not received one dime. Any of the media could have verified this. But we saw on Twitter, we saw on Facebook, and so many different things of the false, lavish life of this family.
That's what they was doing.
$800,000 home, purchase Escalade, and private security.
Yeah, because they was just saying that they just bought a brand new home for his safety. And I'm thinking to myself, how in the hell could they just buy a brand new home for his safety when it's going to take you about 22 to 30 days to close on the house? But go ahead.
Let me make this very clear. The Next Generation Action Network has always had its security detail. Many of you that know us in the Dallas and Fort Worth media know that we have our own security detail. One of the individuals that escorted Carmelo Anthony out of jail is here present with us now. They are a part of the Next Generation Action Network security team. The family hasn't hired any private contractors or whatever, or splurged or whatever. But if they have the audacity to spend money for their safety and security, that's their prerogative.
Facts.
The family has not withdrawn, and just until recently, just yesterday, they were officially notified by Give, Send, Go that they could start the withdrawal process. But if anybody know about this process, they know that that takes about 2 to 3 days to withdraw from that and actually hit any account. But this blatant propaganda wasn't just about the fund. It was to discourage the public from giving to the fund. That's what this was about. Because just like TMZ was able to call, Give, Send, Go, everybody in the media, in these news outlets that I've never heard before, could have did the same thing. When I first called Give, Send, Go, they gave me every information that I needed. Okay? So that's what I'm going to say on regards to that. Let me make this very clear. This family never authorized a single fund on the GoFundMe platform.
Shout out to T. Lee for the $2 super chat. They say, why do that group have a security detail? That's a good question. That's a really good question, because this is the next national anthem organization, ain't it? It's the damn it. What he called the Next Generation Action Network. Is they some part of what was the player who used to be out here with the Jerry Curl? Got to be more careful. But he don't be out here with the Nash Action Network. What was the player? He been like an activist for years. It's not Jesse Jackson. It is the other person. What's the thing? Can somebody think about budding with the perm? He was an activist for many, many years. Hell, he's still an activist now. He lost weight. Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton is over the Nash Action Network. And I think that they thing is like the New Generation Action Network, something like that. But go ahead.
All of the funds that were raised on the GoFundMe were all fraudulent.
All fraudulent. They didn't even have a GoFundMe. I didn't even think to look up a GoFundMe, but they didn't have one. All right, come on. I'm about to go on this.
A post about anything that stated that GoFundMe took everything down regarding Carmelo Anthony, that was at the request of the families and their supporters. This family never tried to create an account on GoFundMe. Okay. The Next Generation Action Network is very well aware of the company's policy.
Next Generation Action Network. All right, got it.
Regarding raising funds for legal defense. Okay? Since this tragedy unfolded, the Anthony family has been subject to unimaginable amount of hate, racism, threats to their safety. People have sat outside their house, sent objects delivered to their door, publicly harassed, online and in person.
And ladies, this is how you all could look young for a long, long time. Y'all could be stay-at-home moms. It keeps you young, boy, when you ain't got the pressure of being out here running back and forth to somebody's doggone job, sitting in traffic, dealing with other people, and people be talking and spitting and all their bacteria getting on y'all and getting inside your pores and all that fly shit right there. When you got a chance to rest at home, and I know what a lot of people gonna say, but Willie, if you stay at home mom, that's a job too. Yeah, but you get to do your job when you get ready to do your damn job. Can we just keep it 100? You get to actually wake up when you want to wake up, unless you got little children. Then you get to wake up whenever you want to wake up. You can go to sleep whenever you want to go to sleep. You can move when you want to move, is my point. And that can keep you young. Shout out to Donald for the $3 cash out for the support. I appreciate that right there. Here we go.
This is not just about Carmelo. It's about the family who dared to stand and demand justice and in return and receive ugliness that racism in this country still breeds. But let me say this loud and clear. We are not scared.
We ain't scared.
We are not moving.
You're never scared. Okay.
We will not be silent. What I've always said as the president of the Next Generation Action Network, we will never ask the oppressor for permission to liberate our people.
Not the oppressor.
We will not ask for permission to stand up for the rights of our children. The Next Generation Action Network has stood on both sides of the fence in ensuring that justice is served. Now getting to the information that the Next Generation Action Network wanted to share with the public today.
And hey, what is he talking about? He just talking real quick.
I will go ahead and pass it over to the mother, and once I make this statement, okay? All right. There's two more final. For the last week and a half, the Next Generation Action Network has engaged in communications with Frisco ISD.
All right, I don't care nothing about that right now. Let's go to the mama. This was a long, so that mean to tell me that he talked for another 10 minutes? Jesus, doing too much. All right. I think like my only problem is gonna be I don't know why the father didn't talk. But then again, if you want that thing called sympathy and empathy, you let females talk. But I'm still, that means you the head of the household. You're supposed to stand on up and talk. In my opinion.
Good afternoon.
That baby ain't got on no makeup. That baby ain't got on no makeup.
Miss Kayla Hayes. I am the mother of Carmelo Anthony.
Now, I have looked at 4 different sites to see if she was a stepmother. Nope. She's the mother of that 17-year-old. She also got a 13-year-old.
3 years ago, my family moved to North Texas searching for a better life. Like so many other families, we wanted to give our children the future we did not have. My husband works hard every single day to provide for us. To make sure we're the best financial, to make sure we're in the best financial position possible. As a stay-at-home mom,
Ooh, shout her out for representing her husband, the man in the household who protects and provides. Go ahead.
I made it my life's mission to ensure our children are loved, nurtured, and supported every step of the way. In wake of this tragic incident, our family has been under attack. Whatever you think what happened between Carmelo and the Metcalf boys, my 3 younger children, my husband, and I didn't do anything to deserve to be threatened, harassed, and lied about.
Oh, so they got 4 children. Oh, all right, okay.
The lies and false accusations that have been said about us, especially over the past week, has been overwhelming. The lies and their amplification put my family in danger, as well as everyone in our community, everyone involved in the investigation, from the police, the attorneys, and the court staff. Our address and my husband's previous employer's address has been put on all social media platforms. My husband had to take a leave of absence because he's afraid what may happen to our family.
They done got dogs. Oh, no.
His mental health is deteriorating day by day. We have endured death threats.
Come on.
My 13-year-old daughter is afraid to sleep in her own bedroom because she's fearful of what may happen to her. And let me be clear, the claims that were used about the public donation to buy a home or anything else are completely false. We have not received a single dime from the Give, Send, Go fundraiser. And the co-founder has stated that clearly. In the reality, we were just notified yesterday that we could begin to withdraw funds. And it still takes several days to receive those funds once a request is made.
Wipe your baby face. Wipe that baby face. Shout out to C-Note for the 199 super chat. He say, Willie, they can use this in their defense. Oh, hell yeah. Uh-huh.
I don't know why we are being targeted and discriminated against before a fair trial. Our son deserves the same rights under the law that everyone is afforded to. He's been raised in a 2-parent home with structure.
Ooh, she hit y'all single mamas in the gut just then. He raised in a 2-parent home, bitch. Huh? So you can't use that little single mama thing? No. You got a mama and a daddy. Shout out to Trinell for the $2 super chat. You say, hi, is public information docs. Well, when you sharing it with social media, docs is just your document, your information has been pushed to the public. Yes, it's public knowledge, but it takes people to do a search for it to find it, which in my mind, I think that law need to be changed, that people's information should not be public knowledge. It just really should not be public knowledge.
Stability, love, and we put God first in everything that we do. We believe in the Constitution. We believe in the laws of this state, but those laws must apply to all of us, not just some of us. To be clear, when I speak publicly about specific details of what happened under the tent on that rainy and awful day, there's an active investigation that everyone involved wants to be full and fair. We believe in the legal process, and that is where the truth will come out. To the family who experienced the loss, my heart truly goes out to you.
Real tears.
To those who have supported my family, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We ask for your continued support, patience, and prayers as we navigate this difficult process. Thank you.
Shot that baby. I just got to say this right here. That's with no makeup. That is with no makeup right there. That baby got a whole hub. That baby got a whole family out here in these doggone streets.
Process, and that is what.
Oh, damn it! family. The sad part is, Sugar. Sad part is, Pops and Mama. Y'all son made the decision to take a weapon to a school event and then stab a student. Shout out to Alvin for the $5 cash app. You say, wait, the twins, what were the twins bullying him? I listen. I do believe that they is gonna get him with some type of intent. I do believe they're gonna get him with some type of intent. And then again, he can't use the defense of, I had the knife on me to protect myself from some type of school stuff, because they didn't go to the same school. If I'm not mistaken, they did not go to the same school. So he can't use that as a defense. He had that in his bag in case he hadn't got into something. And then I also heard that this is not his first time having a weapon at school and or on school property. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that right there. So the reasoning for him to have a knife in his bag, they got to come up with something else. They cannot use the bullying shit. You say Willie Romelo was bullied by these boys? Who is Romelo? Who is Romelo? I don't know who Romelo is.
Truth will come out. To the family who experienced the loss, my heart truly goes out to you. To those who have supported my...
She's crying. She has more tears in her eyes than we see from you good single mamas do when y'all children die. She got more tears and her child is alive. Pay attention.
My family, thank you from the bottom of...
Oh, you say Romelo. Say, damn it, you're talking about him. But he couldn't have been, hold on, because I may have been reading the wrong thing. I don't think that he was bullied by them boys. I don't think that he was bullied even by the one who stabbed him. It's just like when somebody tell you, hold on, pimp, you're not supposed to be around here, dog. You got to go out on the move. It's the same thing. That's not bullying. Can you get from up under this tent, though, Playboy? And then it was said, he said what he had done said, because we read the report. He got slick. They went back and forth, talking and stuff like that right there, which caused a problem. He put his hands in his bag. Put your hands on me. And then he say, punch me. Who does that, dog? Get your ass up from up under these people tent and walk off, pimp. He should have walked off and was slick rapping or something like that right there. You don't sit your little hot ass there. But see, he was in the mindset, this white boy got to make me move. Yeah. A lot of us be in that mindset. This white boy ain't finna make me do nothing. Come on now. He ain't the first.
Our hearts, we ask for your continued support, patience, and prayers as we navigate this difficult process. Thank you.
Shout out to that good mama.
Y'all,
that good daddy right there.
I'm gonna show something of a post. You come for me, I come for you. Sarah Fields. Never heard of this woman.
Sarah Fields out here doing the most. You say, did you listen to the eyewitness who was there tell what happened? They tried to jump him. We read the police report. It's not in the police report that they tried to jump him. Do y'all remember we read the police report yesterday? Nowhere in that report did it state they tried to jump him. They pointed out, though, that Austin put hands on him. He already had his hand inside the bag. They were like, we didn't even believe that he had a weapon. He said after the hands got put on him, then he stabbed him in the chest. So it wasn't no they tried to jump him, according to the police report, according to the witnesses who talked to the police. So we can't use it.
This is the kind of despicable things that led to the father being here. Political operatives motivating this family with hate. Carmelo Anthony posted on something that shows.
They should have showed.
Posted here.
They should have zoomed in on what he had up in his hand now.
Are the type of lies that are threatening this family.
That's a good one right there. He say, why couldn't he square up with him? That's a good point. He should have squared up. If you was making a statement and or a stance of basically you got to move me, you should be ready to throw them things. Just in my mind, but it's 2025. It's they shooting and stabbing.
Posting the family's picture. These are the type of lies. She's getting millions of views on this. Sarah. She's even came after me. She's even said all of those things.
Sarah, out here done made the news. Shout out to T. Lee for the $2 super chat. He said this press conference was a mistake. Ooh, the family don't want. These are some real big lies that have been told about this family, especially with them buying a new house. I was like, you not buying no house that goddamn quick, dog. Like you really not. I don't listen. You can buy a house for cash. You really not buying a house that damn quick. I don't. In a few days? No, dog. Damn it take a few days for the ink to dry. I don't.
And now that the public knows exactly what is going on, I ask, because these racist bigots try to prevent us from standing up for our baby, our boy.
Not our baby, our boy. Go ahead, pimp. Pass him.
He should be afforded the same rights that Cal Rittenhouse had.
Oh, so we gonna compare him to Cal Ritten. Okay.
Daniel Penna and all of the people who have claimed whatever their defense was, he should be afforded the same right. Nobody in the public media has one video camera, but we got the video of Cal Rittenhouse with an AK-47 shooting 3 people in the back.
AK-47. Was Cal Rittenhouse the one who was trying to protect whatever he was trying to protect? He shot the people like in the streets, but he was shooting the people in the streets who tried to shoot him? Is Cal Rittenhouse the one who had them visit his daddy at the time or something like that right there? I don't remember the case, but go ahead.
We got that. And he raised more than $2 million publicly, and nobody says anything.
Facts. Boy, when I tell you I like to hear brothers and sisters represented for Cal, I got a whole GoFundMe out there, bitch. Cal done got over 2 million. Got to be more careful.
So, since they tried to come for us, I call for the community's overwhelming support.
You said, and Cal came from another city to do it. Damn, he was trying to stand up for. Damn, he was standing up for what he believed in, right? That's what's up.
For this fund. The disinformation that was put out was literally deliberate to prevent you from helping this family. And I want you to give overwhelming support to show them the community united can never be divided.
Now he got a point right there, because I also saw on the New York Post where they said they got a whole article saying that they bought damn near a $900,000 house, basically with these funds, basically to let us know, since they just bought this type of house, that they don't need your financial support out here in these streets. And that was wrong. That was really, really wrong doing.
And I'm going to say this again. And
Cal Rittenhouse got over 2 million. Yeah. And notice, black folks was mad. Watch this. Black folks was mad. Do y'all know Cal Rittenhouse did not shoot a black person? Black folks was highly upset. I was like, wait. I understand if you is upset because a life was lost no matter what the race is. But these was like people who got a problem with white people was mad with Cal Rittenhouse. I'm like, but he shot white people. You pro-blacks mad? I don't understand.
This is for everybody. Black people in America. While the current occupant sits at 1600 Pennsylvania.
Come on.
Black people in America don't have to pull the race card. It's what we live as a reality every day.
So don't pull the race card.
It's what we have to teach our children.
Look at that loving family. Look at that loving mama and daddy.
We don't want to.
Y'all son just messed up though. He messed up.
But we have to.
Decisions. God's children's mess up.
We don't like to, but if we want to sleep at night, we got to. I ain't pulling no race card. I live it.
You can't say you're not pulling the race card when you just compare dark hue player to a lighter hue player when it came down to justice. When it came down to that paper. You can't say you're not doing the race card because you is using the race card. I ain't mad at you for using the race card. Do what you need to do, but don't say that you're not doing it when you just had done did it.
I'm reminded all the time that I'm a black man in America. And what y'all just showed to Judge Tucker is just reminded that hate and bigotry and racial reconciliation in this country, we have respected the process.
He say, okay, now this is enough. He say, now they swinging side to side. All that's missing is the song Swing Low, Swing Chariot.
I believe that Austin Metcalf is about to have his funeral. And I wouldn't dare, even with the information I know, and plenty people can share that and all that, but we have prevented from speaking about that in these type of public forums.
So he has been saying that he has information and there's some information that the public don't have, and he also said that there's video that the public don't have. I cannot wait. Listen, when this trial is going on, we is gonna cover this doggone trial because they're gonna go to trial.
It will come out. They have a more than well capable attorney, and this family will go through a process of being able to get prepared for this trial.
That's a fact. You say he wasn't out there after black folks. You talking about Cal? You talking about Cal Rittenhouse? Cal Rittenhouse did not bother black folk. Black folk mad as hell. How the hell that white boy done did what he had done did and he about to get off? He shoot you.
So I just say this real quick. This is our final time speaking to public and holding a press conference regarding this particular case. Now, the Next Generation Action Network will talk about Frisco ISD, but we will not do this. I will not ask this mother to do this again. The attorney will not. We won't do this again. Don't ask.
Don't you ask.
We will see you at trial. Ooh. Whatever venue that is, we will see you there. I stand 10 toes down.
10 toes.
Supporting this family. And I want to thank all of the community leaders and people that I've seen that have came here today. Bishops and pastors and clergy, community leaders with respectability in this community. I see them today, and I want to thank them for their presence.
Shout out to C-No for the 499 Super Chat. He say, if isn't about race, you say, why is the family and the judge getting death threats? Man, listen. We know this shit about race. But he was saying that he don't have to play the race card, and I'm just pointing out, you compare them to a lighter hue brother who's getting like to go fund me and stuff like that right there. You are playing the race card. You want the same justice and the same laws to apply to a who? A black teenager. You see, he said that himself. That's the race card. This is what it is. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You got the right to play the race card. If you was not getting treated fairly out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is. Hold on. Damn it, I read what somebody had done say. You say, Willie, I don't think that's his biological dad. You say his name isn't Anthony and she's married and she never says that he's the father. You right, but you right. She never said that he's the father in that interview. But for some reason, every site calls him the father. Now we can also look at, because they are married, you is considered the father. Whether you is the biological or not. So you may have a point. And I have been looking for his name. I have been looking for the father's name. Damn it. Damn, computer keep messing up. Carla Hayes, and her last name is Hayes. Anthony is his last name. You may have a point. I guess we have to do a search of. Man, hey, goddamn computer here tripping. Hold on, let me. We may have to do a good little search. How we gonna do? How you spell that boy name? Carmelo Anthony, father's name. Let's see what I get. Carmelo Anthony speaks out. Yada is not trying to give it to me real quick. Father also argued in the courts. What is this about? You don't send me to Facebook. That ain't right. I don't want to see that. Hold on. Doggone computers keep freezing up. I have no idea why. Or maybe I just need to have this thing on one little palette thing. Dad, son, yada yada yada. It's not giving me, because like whenever you type in the Carmelo Anthony thing, they keep sending you to the basketball player. A lot of the basketball player stuff keep popping up. Yada yada yada. Stroll. I can't. But on all of these things, hold on. It's not giving me his father's age or his father's name, because I've been looking for the name. Yeah, to charge. Yeah, mama. The mother speaks. Yada yada yada. Nope. So if anybody can find the father's name, can you please just write in the comment section, because that's a good point. Because her last name is Hayes. So I'm going to imagine that the husband's last name is Hayes. But his name Anthony. So, I don't know. Say, Willie, come on, chat. He said, just because you're married doesn't mean that you have to change your last name. Say, only poor people change their last name. I'm just saying. You got a point. Right there. I'm not saying that. But typically, darker hue folk, when darker hue folk get married, typically, it's a name change. You don't have to, but typically it's a name change. And then, wait a minute. During Monday's bond reduction petition, Andrew Anthony, the suspect's father, that is his daddy. Hold on. I got to put it on screen. I don't know how I just came across that right there just that quick. Hold on. I was just here strolling. Look. I saw the $450,000, right? During Monday's bond reduction petition, Andrew Anthony, the suspect's father, testified that they needed the funds for his son's defense and to move out of their rental house, given security concerns. So they married, and she didn't change her last name. There you go. She didn't change her last name. She wanted to still be an individual. She wanted to still keep her identity. You know, that's what a whole bunch of women be saying when they don't want to change their last name. I want to still be me. I don't want to give up me because I'm married and stuff. But did you want to get married though? But anyway, and for business reasons. Oh yeah. Yeah, but typically these women who be saying this don't be having like no business. They don't. You know, it's a difference. Like if you Jada Pickett or something like that right there. If you Khloe Kardashian or something, like you want to keep your name for businesses, but you got average everyday chicks who barely got a damn job talking about, I want to keep my identity. Who is you? Not all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like Tina Turner. Tina Turner ain't finna. You know what I'm saying? Change her name. You're not finna do that. So his father's name is Andrew. We got it. That's what's up. That is what's up. Hell, that's pretty much all I got right now. Moving right along. I ain't gonna even much hold. Whoo! Boy, I cannot wait. See, I'm just trying to keep y'all informed. out here in the doggone street what's going on, so everybody can still be in the loop. Everybody need to be in the loop out here in these streets. Let me get all this stuff off the board. Make sure that I ain't missed nothing. Hell, we can. I got a question. Is it illegal? Well, hell, yeah. We have a story. Out of Florida, my state, stay in your state, but speaks go home, say, please don't run away in Fifth High Life State. We have a story of a mother and a daughter. Who has been arrested. Because they have been allegedly slanging something on Facebook Marketplace. Let's see what they was out here slanging.
In Volusia County, 2 women have been arrested, accused of selling human bones on Facebook Marketplace.
In Florida, selling human bones is illegal, but as West News' Michelle Meredith reports, apparently the owners of the store Wicked Wonderland told police they have been doing it for years now.
It's illegal in Florida, in case y'all want to try this right here. It's illegal in Florida. Can somebody, well, hell, you all can't see it, so I'm going to keep my comment to myself. Go ahead.
And I was like, no way, like that is not possible.
Shout out for having her real though.
Shock does not begin to describe the reaction we got when folks learned a store in Orange City, Volusia County, got busted for allegedly selling human bones on Facebook Marketplace.
They were selling them on Facebook Marketplace. That's insane.
According to the arrest affidavit, police got a tip that the store called Wicked Wonderland was selling human bones via social media. The detective went online and sure enough, according to the report, bones available for purchase included 2 human skull fragments for a total of $90, a human rib, $35, a human vertebrae, a spine, $35, and a partial human skull for $600. According to the Volusia County Examiner's Office, the bones most likely came from 2 different individuals, one possibly an adult male. Again, disbelief.
They're humans. They should be in their own graves, resting peacefully, and returning back to the earth. That's the cycle of life.
owned by a mother and daughter team, Ashley Lelacy and Kimberly Shopper. The website for Wicked Wonderland says they embrace the peculiar, the odd, the misunderstood, with services ranging from the taxidermy of small animals to casting spells. According to the arrest report, when questioned, the daughter said that they had been selling human bones for years, that they didn't know it was illegal, and that they bought them from private sellers. The mother told police the bones were used for education, which are legal to sell, but police didn't buy it. Mother and daughter are now facing the most unusual charge of buying and selling human organs or tissue. Covering Volusia County and Orange City, Michelle Meredith, West 2 News.
Okay, all right. So now, I'm glad that they just let us know in case they had to come up with like some type of hustle or something. Be like, you know what? I wonder if bones could sell. I ain't really tripping on them selling human parts. I'm not tripping on selling human parts. My issue is you got people buying the human parts. My other issue is you only get $35 for a rib. Damn. You get $90 for two skulls, well, two fragments. For your spleen at $35. We can't listen. There should be like a lack of bones that you was able to require from people or acquire from people to go ahead on the sale to other people. Like, what the fuck we doing? $35, that's all you worth. So you can go ahead on and knock somebody off and cut them on up, and you could probably get like a stack. You probably get like $1,000 for a body part. All the bones and stuff like that, they're cleaned off though. Like if they clean, wash, and sanitize and all that. Do when you get it, is it vacuum wrapped? Is it vacuum sealed or something like that right there? Say they're harvesting T cells. Damn it, now listen. Inside of the bones, isn't it like bone marrow? Shout out to all you people who be eating chicken bones and y'all eat like the chicken marrow, like y'all got to break the bones open and suck the marrow, like suck the marrow like that thing. So that means that it got to be some type of fluid or DNA or some type of stuff inside the bones, right? Bone broth. They making bone broth. They making bone broth out here. Human bone broth. That's what's up. I wonder, but where's these people who was on Facebook? Listen, the daughter say we been slanging this shit for years. That's why Willie say, hush, watch your mouth. Keep shit to yourself. You telling somebody that you've been doing something illegal for so long because you did not know that it was illegal for so long. They say ignorance of the law does not protect you from like the prosecution of holding you accountable or something like that right there. Shout out to Simone for the $1 cash app. You say the buyers are suspects too. Yeah. For real though. Who the hell buying bones and for what? I got beef broth, human broth, rib broth, skull broth, vertebrate broth, vertebrate spine broth. I wonder what that tastes like though. He said the mortuary is a supplier. It could be though. So that mean that they finna drop a dime on where they getting. Oh, they finna give up their connect. They finna give up their connect. Say a Jeffrey Dahmer's garage sale. There it is. Got to be more careful, boy. Oh, so the bone broth is good for collagen. That's what's up. Say human slave bones were sold during slavery. Really? I didn't know that. Ignorance of the law doesn't excuse you of the law is what I was trying to do. I appreciate that right there. I appreciate you. Appreciate Aisha. Thank you. That's a doggone shame. Oh, I got, what, damn it. Should I do? No, we're going to leave that. We ain't eat much. I don't care nothing about that right there. We ain't going to do nothing about that right there. Buddy got to go. It don't make no sense to do that. Let me get her off the screen. Yeah, man. Hey, give y'all something to pat on the back, man. Y'all done made it to the end of the Night News around here. I'm going to go on the cut it short. Numbers is real low on this Thursday. I have no idea why. Well, I do understand that there is shadow banning the player. They will continue to shadow ban the player. I don't know what did I do. I just don't know. But that's why I am dependent on the people who watch a player every day to at least do the free thing, which is called share. I don't understand why you good people ain't sharing. The sad part is there is no share counter, which it should be a share counter on every single platform, so the creator of the content can at least know that things is being shared. We only got 186 likes. We didn't even get over 200 likes. Maybe because of the topic. Maybe. I mean, I got to switch gears. I got to do some other topics, and maybe you good people would be more interested. I have no idea. But it is what it is. I'm finna go on and get on up out of here. I appreciate y'all for rocking with the player. Man, y'all please remember to go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Subscribe to the website. Remember to go to the Willie Williams Show 7 channel. Watch standalone videos. Just type in Willie Williams everywhere. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell. And hopefully whenever they decide to go on and send out the notifications, that you good people will get the notifications. Have I reached out to YouTube about the share count? Nope. I kind of don't even want to help them out. Motherfuckers is shadow banning me. Fuck them people. That's how I truly feel. But, I'm going to keep it to myself. Maybe one day somebody be like, you know what? We need to make a share counter. That would be really, really smart. But anyway, I'm not the one with those degrees, so it is what it is. He said, hide your kids, your wife, and your bones. Don't let them get your bones. Players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show. So it's just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la and or your life. It's your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm is. I appreciate y'all. The numbers went real high on Twitter. We had 132 viewers on Twitter. Thank y'all. In case you're new around here, subscribe. We go live Monday through Friday at 7 o'clock. And we screaming on the Willie Williams Show live on YouTube out here in these streets. I appreciate y'all for rocking with the player. I hope y'all were entertained. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. I might do something special tomorrow. I just may do something special tomorrow. Say, Willie, are we off Good Friday? No, I believe that we working on Good Friday. I do believe that we working on Good Friday, but I might have something special for y'all tomorrow. For all you good people who support a player. I might have something special. I don't know. Listen, I'm going to go on and get on up out here. Y'all have a good